What have I just watched? Is it Star Trek or what? By the gods of science fiction! Hello and welcome to episode 7, Monsters of a Quick Picard Review. Now I don't know what to do with this. I'm getting a bit worried because I was very in and out with this episode. You know, like I said last week, you know, we were chugging along nicely and then we got this. Now, I have to say I don't totally hate this episode, but part of me does. I don't know why it annoyed me and I can't explain why. It starts off at the beginning. We go into Picard's childhood trauma. We find out about his mother. His father was a monster, but it all come out he wasn't the monster he was meant to be. There's a key to a door. And that's it. Laris, it all comes out. She's a Romulan, and I bet that's her in the future, but it's a past self. I don't know, but she's a Romulan, right? You know, her that works for the supervisors. So, like, the doctor and her son round at the doctor's. She finds out they come from outer space after she sees technology and what's going on. And then Rios beams them aboard the ship. They're freaking out. And then you've got the Borg Queen on the loose. She's took over Girardi. She's running about punching windows to get endorphins. It's like there's going to be the birth of a new Borg Queen. She's taking over the body with the nanites. That's it. It's a bit of thing with Raffi and Seven. That's just irrelevant. And then it's back to Picard. And then he decides that we need to summon Q because it comes out in this childhood trauma and all this thing in his Cylon mind. Get this, you've only got Boltar as his father inside his head from Battlestar Galactica. Hey, at first I thought it was Bashir when I heard voice. You know, I know I did. I thought they put Bashir into this. So like, there's all this going on, and Picard's childhood trauma, and we go right into it, and it's sort of interesting. Me, I was bored shitless. And then there's Girardi. She turns up at a nightclub, punches the window and clears off. I like the bit where Rios took the doctor and her son aboard the ship. I love all that. And when he came out with the classic line, I was born in outer space. But last week we got some threads, and I was hoping we'd get some sort of answers. Now there was one thing in this about the Q and the Elorian race I found interesting. I thought, finally, are we going to get some big answers here? And we got a bit, and they had a bottle and they summoned it. And then the FBI come walking in. And you're like, we've got aliens, you know. Do you know what I mean? So it's like they've all been caught by FBI and obviously going to be taken to Area 51. Well, I bet it is, you know. And so what's going on with Dr. Sung? I mean, again, there were things happening in this episode, and maybe this episode next week will be complemented with answers, because it is episode 8 next week, you know. But Discovery did this. It was a filler episode. Now, some people thought it was really good. Now, I was very in and out on this episode. I was just annoyed. Now, it's interesting about Picard and his trauma as a kid. And I know what they're trying to do with this. But was it really, you know, in this? I don't know. I wanted a lot more movement on the story. I'll tell you one thing. You could have done this story going back in time and not Borg Queen. You could have done this in 6 episodes. You know, they're doing it again. We're getting filler episodes. You know, where major characters just come on sidelines and alright, there is a story developing, but I would have preferred more of other characters. Now, I am interested in Picard's past. I'm not saying I'm not. It explains why he won't commit to a relationship and all that. I get that. It's interesting. But I just don't think this was the episode to do all that. I would have done this with Q. Like a tapestry type episode. That's how I'd have gone about doing this. But this episode is what it is. I'm actually going to give it another watch, I think. But I wasn't impressed with this one. I'm half in, half out. You know, I was more interested in the Laurie and Q thing. Again, John Delancey not in it. It was funny when they tried to summon the Q. So there is something wrong with the entire continuum. This is just not Q. Something's happened that's affected them as well. So again, it's like when Picard says that Q wants you to learn a lesson and all this about your enemy becoming your friend and all this. Maybe, you know, and Q's trying to manipulate events to push him to get him out of the situation, which will restore his full Q type powers. I really don't know. It's going to be interesting to find out. I'll tell you what I've got a feeling is going to happen. There's going to be a big thing with Jurati as the Borg Queen. And I think she's going to try and simulate a depowered Q. I think there's going to be something that's going to happen. I think Q, if he's depowered here, he doesn't have a lot of his powers. It would be interesting to see the Borg Queen trying to simulate a Q. Because don't forget, even without his powers, his intellect is omnipotent, it's infinite. His intellect is like, it's off the charts, you know what I mean? So this episode, it was alright. Roll on the next one, and I will see you. And I'm still on the fence with this. It's been good so far. You're allowed that episode, but let's hope the next three we get back on track. I want movement now. I don't want filler episodes. Right then, so I will see you on the next video. Have a great Easter, everybody. I will be back with videos from next week. It's just been a bit busy over Easter, and I will see you soon. Live long and prosper.